Coronet, we always come crawling back to you. Are you ready for service? No, I gotta put on my Sunday shoes. Oh man, it takes so many investors and production companies to get anything made these days. Oh, morally, with an M. I stand corrected.
You know,
What's up, Kevin
they
Teague?
say it takes all sorts of people to make up a world. Maybe so.
I guess.
Chances are that so far you haven't met very many different kinds. Your family and friends, the people at school and church,
Country club.
they're all pretty much the same kind of people.
Same color, anyway.
But when you go into service, you're going to meet new people. Different kinds of people.
Poors and Catholics.
And one of the people you're going to meet is you.
Oh, I look terrible.
Yes, when you leave home and go into service, you're going to come face to face with yourself.
From the future. That's classified,
How
by
do
the way.
you see yourself? What kind of guy are you?
Why, a male, masculine, manly
Some
guy,
fellows
of course.
see themselves as big shots, almost single-handedly defending the nation.
With over-the-top object improv.
Some see themselves as cut loose from home, free to forget the standards they lived by, free to try anything and everything.
And anyone and everyone.
Some see themselves as good servicemen, out to do a job as best they can and get the most out of it. And some guys, well,
They just
you
suck.
can go in without having thought out the role you're going to play in service and afterward.
And then you're on your
There'll
own.
be opportunities to cut loose and do things you've been brought up to believe are wrong.
Like
It
journaling.
takes a lot of courage to stand up to what you believe in. It's a lot easier just to go along. You may not want to go, but unless you've thought things out in advance, you'll be an easy mark.
But my name's Reginald.
Now, what's wrong with having a little fun?
Let me guess, a lot.
The trouble is, when you lack this clear picture of yourself and your character, you have a hard time stopping something once you've started it.
Oh, like collecting
What
Lego.
happened to Al? Well, this same sort of problem comes up in any branch of service, but I happen to have been in the Navy, and I know about Al.
I'm a close personal friend of
The
Al.
first night he had to stand watch, it suddenly came over Al how alone he was. For the first time in his life, he was on his own,
It's spooky.
with no one to turn to if something happened.
Hey, at least he's got nukes.
He could be in the mess hall with hundreds of other men, but he was alone.
Sometimes I feel that way.
At home, mealtime was a time of conversation, relaxation, planning. But here, he was with strangers.
Smelly, horny strangers.
He'd been pulled away from home, school, community, church, friends.
Fortnite.
His private life had become public. He was thrown in with a lot of men who had different sets of ideas and ideals.
Grooming habits.
Back home, there were things you did and things you didn't do. And you knew pretty well where you stood.
On the carpet, usually.
But here, he was alone. And there was no one he could talk things over with.
I'm just a narrator, and besides, I'm very
He
busy.
began to feel that he, as a person, didn't matter. He was just a number, a body in uniform. Nobody cared about him until he did something wrong.
Yeah.
Even then, it was the job.
Teacher hates me.
Nobody cared about him, so why should he care?
These are all excellent points.
Why worry about morals and spiritual values? Why not go with a couple of guys who claim to have the answer?
Tell me more about being a proud boy.
The first time didn't seem so bad.
Hello, Miss Cleo.
But the second, third, fourth time, he'd started something he couldn't stop.
A recurring subscription
Al
payment.
didn't feel right about doing some of the things they did. It wasn't a matter of approving or disapproving their actions.
I mean,
It was just that he didn't want to go along.
I don't know, they seem cool.
Now, I don't want to scare you by suggesting that every guy in service cracks up. Of course they don't.
Every guy who goes into service cracks
When you
up?
enter service, you face a change. You'll have a lot of new moral decisions to make for yourself. So you'll be smart to get ready for it. Sooner or later, you'll have to face up to being the kind of guy you want to be.
A faceless killing
Now's
machine.
the time to decide. What can you do to get ready? Well,
Let me think about it.
first of all, Find other men who believe as you do. There are plenty of them.
You ain't kidding.
Let them help you stay true to yourself. Of course, you're going to have to live with all sorts of people and get along with them.
Even cryptocurrency guys.
But you don't have to be like them.
You don't have to be like anything.
You'll find other resources, too. Men in the recreation office can help you find activities and companions of the sort you're looking for.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you know what I mean?
The librarian can guide you to books and magazines that may answer questions that are bothering you.
Like who moved my cheese and who flung poo?
Writing to your folks and friends helps you feel that you're still with them. And remember that you'll be going back to them.
Ugh, don't remind me.
The Red Cross is near at hand, making a full-time business of helping with the problems that come up when a man's away from home.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Some men may scoff at taking your troubles to the chaplain. Let them.
Okay, I
You
will.
go your way. The way that's consistent with your own picture of yourself. The picture of the guy you want to be in service and the guy you want to be when you come home from service.
Oh, you mean alive?
Think it over, will you? Sooner or later, you'll have to face up to deciding what kind of person you're going to be.
Commie or patriot?
Working at it now is a big part of your getting ready for service.
Suckers and losers need not apply. Choosing a nation to defend can be a daunting task. Our quick guide will help you make your selection. Thank you so much for watching Fun with Shorts. This series is supported by Patreon and patrons like these wonderful people right here. They get early access to new episodes and exclusive episodes every month. Also, check out the updated funwithshorts.com for DVDs and merch and all the good stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you next time.